Stoicism is not just a historical curiosity. It's a timeless guide to living a life of virtue, wisdom, and tranquility. It's a philosophy that equips us to face the trials and tribulations of life with grace and inner strength. This philosophy has a lot to teach us, and it's never too late to start embracing its wisdom. In this video, we will delve into 12 Stoic lessons you learned late in life, with a particular focus on the teachings of Marcus Aurelius. These lessons are designed to motivate you, to help you understand the essence of Stoicism, and to inspire a transformative change in your life. So let's embark on this journey of self-improvement and personal growth, discovering how Stoicism can guide us to a more fulfilling existence. 1. Act like you trust people, but don't. Trust is a delicate concept, one that we must navigate with care. As we journey through life, we encounter countless individuals, each with their unique intentions and motivations. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wisely advises us to begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil." Stoicism teaches us that while we should extend a measure of trust to others, we should do so with caution. It's not a call for paranoia, but a reminder that the world is often unpredictable, and not everyone you meet will have your best interests at heart. By acting like you trust people, you maintain a level of openness and civility, but you also protect yourself from potential harm. Aurelius encourages us to cultivate a strong inner fortress, one that's not easily shaken by the actions or intentions of others. When we recognize that the actions of others are often a result of their ignorance, we can practice patience and understanding. This approach helps us avoid the trap of constantly seeking validation or assurance from those around us, and instead, we find our own peace and contentment within. 2. Happiness is a choice. Happiness depends upon ourselves, and this sentiment is at the core of Stoicism. Happiness is not something that can be found in external circumstances or in the approval of others. It's an inner state of being, a choice that we make every day. Marcus Aurelius implores us to find contentment within ourselves, irrespective of external circumstances. He reminds us that very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This realization is liberating because it means that we have the power to shape our own happiness, regardless of the world's ups and downs. Stoicism teaches us to practice gratitude for what we have and to approach life with a positive mindset. When we understand that our happiness is ultimately in our own hands, we are free from the tyranny of external events and can find peace in even the most challenging situations. 3. Learn to say no. Saying no is often one of the most challenging things to do, especially for those who seek to please others or avoid confrontation. However, it's a skill that Stoicism encourages us to master. Marcus Aurelius wisely advises, "Say to yourself in the early morning, 'I shall meet today ungrateful, violent, treacherous, envious, uncharitable men, all of the ignorance of real good and ill. But for my part, I have long perceived the nature of good and its nobility, the nature of evil and its meanness, and also the nature of the culprit himself, who is my brother, not in the physical sense, but as a fellow creature similarly endowed with reason and a share of the divine.'" Learning to say no is a vital part of establishing boundaries, respecting your own time, and maintaining your integrity. It's a way of prioritizing your well-being and avoiding being manipulated or taken advantage of by others. 4. Don't be too much available for anyone. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the demands of others. Marcus Aurelius, with his characteristic Stoic wisdom, emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries and not being too readily available to everyone. He reminds us that our time and energy are valuable resources, and we should use them wisely. "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind," he wrote. By being overly available, we risk losing control over our own thoughts and priorities, as we become too entangled in the concerns of others. Stoicism teaches us to be intentional about how we allocate our time and energy, ensuring that we have the space to focus on our own goals and well-being. This isn't a call to be cold or uncaring. It's a reminder to be mindful of our commitments and to ensure that we don't sacrifice our own growth and happiness for the demands of others. 5. Family over friends anytime. The relationships we cultivate in our lives are essential for our well-being and happiness. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of family, and Marcus Aurelius himself was deeply committed to his own family, particularly his wife and children. In his meditations, he reflects on the virtues he learned from his family members and the support they provided throughout his life. Family is a source of stability and emotional support, and they are often the people who stand by us in times of difficulty. While friendships are valuable, they can be transient and subject to change. Family, on the other hand, is a constant presence that can offer a sense of belonging and unconditional love. In the modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of social connections, often at the expense of nurturing our family bonds. Stoicism encourages us to prioritize our family, recognizing that they are an enduring source of strength and support. 6. Forgive people but never forget. Forgiveness is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius teaches us the best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. Forgiving others is not about condoning their actions, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. When we hold on to grudges, we carry the weight of the past, which hinders our own personal growth and happiness. However, the Stoics also remind us to never forget. This doesn't mean we should dwell on the wrongs committed against us, but it signifies that we should learn from our experiences and use them to become wiser and more resilient. By remembering the lessons of our past, we can navigate the future with greater wisdom and self-assurance. 7. You are beautiful just the way you are. In a world filled with images and ideals of beauty, it's easy to feel inadequate or pressured to conform to societal standards. Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner virtue and character, teaches us that true beauty comes from within. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to focus on self-improvement and personal growth rather than on external appearances. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it, he wrote. True beauty is found in living a life of integrity and authenticity. Stoicism teaches us to be comfortable in our own skin, accepting ourselves as we are while continually striving to become better individuals. By embracing our inherent worth and pursuing personal development, we can exude a beauty that goes far beyond the superficial. 8. Confidence is the key. Confidence is not about arrogance or superiority. It's about believing in your abilities and trusting in your judgment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Confidence, in this sense, is rooted in self-assured thinking and the knowledge that you can navigate life's challenges with grace. Stoicism teaches us that confidence is a byproduct of living in accordance with our values and principles. When we act in alignment with our true selves, we naturally develop confidence in our choices and abilities. This confidence is a powerful tool that allows us to face adversity with resilience and to pursue our goals with determination. 9. A private life is a happy life. Staying low-key will literally. In our age of constant connectivity and social media, it's easy to become ensnared in the web of public validation and recognition. However, Stoicism advocates for the importance of maintaining a private life and staying low-key. He found solace in introspection and self-reflection. In everything, keep yourself to the present circumstances and deal with each according to its proper value. A private life offers us a haven from the constant noise and distractions of the world. It allows us to focus on what truly matters, nurture our inner world, and find contentment in simplicity. In the quest for a happy life, sometimes the most profound moments are the ones experienced in solitude. 10. Comparing yourself to others will kill your happiness. Comparisons can be insidious. It's easy to measure our worth based on the success or achievements of others. However, Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes from within, not from external benchmarks. Marcus Aurelius cautions against the destructive nature of comparisons. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we tarnish our own inner peace and happiness. It leads to jealousy, envy, and a perpetual sense of inadequacy. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our own progress and self-improvement. It's not about being better than someone else, but about being the best version of ourselves. When we free ourselves from the prison of comparisons, we can find true contentment in our own journey and the growth that it brings. 11 Tomorrow will be there, but I may not be. The impermanence of life is a central theme in Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we are mortal and that our time on this earth is limited. You could leave life right now. He wrote, "Let that determine what you do and say and think." The Stoics use the concept of memento mori, a reminder of death, to encourage us to live each day with purpose and intention. Instead of procrastinating or putting off important decisions, we should recognize the preciousness of time and seize the moment. Stoicism teaches us to make the most of the present, as tomorrow is uncertain. By living with this awareness, we can lead a life that is filled with meaning and fulfillment, and we can leave a legacy that reflects our values and principles. 12. Learn as many languages as possible. Learning new languages is an intellectual and cultural journey that can enrich our lives in countless ways. While this may seem like a practical piece of advice, it is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Learning new languages broadens our horizons, helping us to see the world from different perspectives and fostering a deeper understanding of diverse cultures. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. By learning new languages, we gain access to different perspectives and ways of thinking, which can challenge our assumptions and expand our worldview. Stoicism encourages a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and personal growth, and language learning is a tangible way to embody this principle. Learning new languages not only opens doors to communication, but also opens our minds to new ideas and experiences. Inspired by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, are a guide to living a life of virtue, wisdom, and tranquility. Stoicism is not a philosophy of escapism, but one of active engagement with the world. It equips us to face life's challenges with grace, to prioritize our well-being and personal growth, and to find contentment within ourselves. As you incorporate these lessons into your life, remember that Stoicism is not a destination but a journey. It's a path of continuous self-improvement and self-discovery. The wisdom of Stoicism transcends time and remains relevant today, offering us valuable insights into how to lead a life that is both fulfilling and virtuous. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, like those of other Stoic philosophers, remind us that our happiness and fulfillment are within our control. By acting with wisdom, integrity, and mindfulness, we can navigate life's challenges and find tranquility, regardless of external circumstances. It's never too late to embrace these lessons and transform your life into one of greater purpose and contentment. So, start your journey towards a more stoic and fulfilling existence today.